Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, in as much most of us are talking about William Samoei Ruto creating a powerful office of the official opposition leader, the question we should be asking ourselves today is that, do you see any goodwill in William Samoei Ruto's move to create this office? Because first of all, this discussion did not originate from Kenya Kwanza or UDA party. The discussion originated from the members of parliament allied to Azimio la Umoja. They are the ones who are trying to come with this kind of proposals and responsibilities that will be handled by the official opposition, to an extent whereby he will have a say in appointment of some key position in specific independent bodies, address the parliament, among many other things. But later, President Ruto hijacked this bill and now he has owned it. He's the one who is representing it to the National Assembly in the same manner with those proposals. Do you see any goodwill in that? The truth of the matter is that Ruto has no any intention to create office for Raila Odinga or any other leader in that capacity who will take over, because that office will stay there whether Raila is there or not, whether we have another person, it will be there. Even in the next election, someone will go into that office in case it is created. The reality is that Ruto has no intention to create such powerful office in this country. Yes, we understand the Senate has, the National Assembly are going to table this bill, they're going to discuss it, they will pass it. But the question is, will it see the light of the day? I'm saying this because if anyone wants to do amendment on the Constitution that is going to touch on the way of governing, the governance, you try to alter the structure of leadership or executive or governance in this country, that move will only require a referendum. Referendum means it is a popular initiative. And once you talk about popular initiative, the other truth that will hit you as of now is that for a popular initiative to go through, then you will need the people. The bill should be originating from the public, but not executive. A president cannot initiate a popular initiative. As simple as that. But Ruto is moving with this debate on a higher speed. The same way BBI failed is the same manner this proposal to change the constitution is going to fail. If Uhuru Kenyatta had intention to let BBI go through, he would have allowed it to go through. But the truth which many people don't want to hear is that Uhuru Kenyatta did not have goodwill to pass the BBI. He has an Attorney General, he had good lawyers around him who could advise him, people who are well knowledgeable. I'm sure the Attorney General and the team offered advice to the President to tell him, the President, if you need this BBI to pass, this is how to go about it. If you are planning to fail but play other games, then this is how you can go about it, and many people will not understand. So they went and they brought the BBI in a manner they knew it was going to fail. It was well planned just to fail. So it was not an accident. That's how it was prepared. And you see, it went through the counter assembly, they passed. So they had numbers. Everyone celebrated. It came to National Assembly, it passed. Everyone celebrated. It went to the Senate, same thing. But now, when the matter was taken to the court, the court literally stopped BBI because of two things. Number one, once you touch on the controlling the court, ombudsman, the judges will not allow that. Number two, it was not initiated by the people. It originated from executive. So it failed. And I remember Otienda Molo and Orengo, they offered their solicited advice, but seemingly everyone did not listen to them. They were seen as betrayers, and that made them later to agree to even go and defend it in the court because of the political implication to it. Otiende and Orengo offered proper advice, and they said openly that BBI is going to fail because of 1, 2, 3 in the manner in which it was presented. But no one listened to them. Even ODM party saw Orengo and Otiende Amolo as betrayers, as simple as that. But what happened at the end of the day? It failed. So Ruto has rushed to take over and own the change of constitution because he wanted to fail. Okay? He has no plan to either create an office for Raila Odinga or create a powerful office that will be sharing some trappings of power. For example, appointment of people into all those bodies. He wanted to do it alone. But the question is, why did he rush to own BBI? So not BBI, change of the constitution to create this powerful office. That's the question. And before we answer this, just a quick request for those who are watching and want to subscribe, please consider subscribing. Channel subscribers, thank you so much, and all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Now, Ruto, number one, want to be seen as a man who at least is creating an office for Raila Amolo Odinga, and in that way, he's trying to lower the temperatures of resistance and rejection from the Azimio supporters. The truth of the matter is that Azimio supporters are more than Kenya Kwanza supporters. So even legitimizing his presidency has been a problem. Therefore, by taking this move, it means you make the Azimio side lower their temperature, because at least it will be seen as you're trying to do something to maybe create or incorporate Raila Amolo Odinga in one way or another. That's why Ruto is going for this. But he understands at the end of the day, if it is going to fail, and again it is bound to fail, he will say that I tried. I wanted to create such an office and welcome Raila Amolo Odinga to work, make him comfortable, but the judges and the court have said no. So in that way, atakuwa amenawa kwa hiyo maneno, as simple as that. That is the first plan Ruto has here. And you know, if this move is going to be taken, it will take a long time. It will go even up to a year, just the way BBI went through. Was it 2 years? It will take a year discussing this issue. And before people will discover, Ruto will be serving his third or second year in the office before that thing will fail. So it's bound to fail like that. Why is Ruto bringing this discussion here? Number two, everything actually is failing in Kenya Kwanza government. So he wants to divert the attention of Kenyans. And the Kenyans will be discussing about creation of the office of the official position and other things. But they will not be talking about high cost of living. They will not be discussing the issue to do with the GMO. They will not be discussing the issue to do with the first 100 days of William Ruto, because he has failed totally. They will not be discussing the issue to do with the job creation, because youth were promised jobs. They will not be discussing the demerits of Hustler Fund, because someone has brought something here that is earning profit to benefit him. But they want to make it look like Hustler Fund came to rescue Kenyans. There are so many things that have failed in this country. So Ruto is trying to divert the attention so that you will not focus and question him on the failures. And that's why you see even some members of parliament allied to Azimio are welcoming this move because they also want Raila Odinga to be comfortable going forward or working for the people. That is the second position. And again, Ruto want to play the politics of inclusivity, but with deceit. Because generally, the world will see William Ruto as a president who is trying to incorporate the opposition, but not a man who is harsh to opposition like what we have maybe in Uganda or elsewhere. So play it with the deceit because it is heading to nowhere. But again, it creates a perception for you as a leader who is trying to incorporate the opposition and not being seen as a harsh person toward the opposition. For example, when they go to the US, the discussion there is all about, I'm trying to do this to make opposition run their affairs in free and fair manner so that they can also checkmate us, so that they can put us on check. But the reality is that it is going to fail. So the people, Biden and the team, they will see William Ruto as a man who really can govern the country in a peaceful way by incorporating the opposition. The world will see that. But the reality is that he knows very well that BBI will not see the light of the day. Ruto asked for, not BBI, the creation of opposition office will not see the light of the day. Sorry for that. And lastly, Ruto rushed with speed to take over this debate because he did not want the people to succeed, those who are initiating it. Because those who are bringing this debate were going to take it to the people so that people will own it. And then at the end of the day, because Raila might have enough numbers to get signatures, people will collect signatures from Kenyans. They will get it. MCS can easily pass it. Because he need how many counties? Is it how many? At least he need like, is it 21 or 22 counties to pass it? So they might have those numbers. And then, if he had allowed it to go through, then people own it. Actually, it was going to be very hard for him to stop it because he will be seen as an enemy of the people when it comes to bringing peace in this country. That's why he rushed to destroy it, dismantle it by playing politics around it. So Ruto has no any goodwill to create such an office. That is the short story of it. The game here is to play politics, but at the end of the day, no goodwill. So the same way Uhuru Kenyatta played around the BBI is the same way William Samoei Ruto want to play around with this creation of this office. But they know which direction they are heading to.